How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Pocket, and today we got Ho-Oh and Lugia EX 2-in-1 because these two cards were pretty much made for each other. As we can see, Lugia does need 3 different types of energy, and guess who gives that? That's right, Ho-Oh EX does. Now, the important part is getting Ho-Oh EX set up, and we have a multitude of ways of doing this. Thankfully, we do have Zeraora and Pichu as great starters to kind of get things on board, and they can also both preferably be used turn 1. So this is definitely going to be an interesting deck. It's kind of win or lose. If you can't get that energy on Ho-Oh in time, then you pretty much lose the game. But that's okay. It's a pretty fun deck, and when you get Lugia fully set up, you can just steamroll pretty much anything in the game. Alright, pack of the day, and guys, you wouldn't believe what I got from Wonder Pick the other day. It took weeks, but I finally got it. Let me just go ahead and show you. We got the Kingdra EX. This is the deck I was most excited about, and here it is all ready for the next video, so look out for that. Although that next set is looming overhead. We got the 3 legendary dogs coming in, EX, really cool stuff. Let's just hope that I actually draw something pretty good. So instead we're going to go for Ho-Oh this time, because why not? Alright, now or never, here we go. Ho-Oh. We got Pineco, Tangela, Pineco, Bouffalant, Golbat. Not the best, but you know what? I've gotten most of the cards I want out of this set, which, again, not put any money into this game besides the paying monthly thing. You can get a lot of great stuff without having to put any money into this game. And we can see that the ranked season also ended, which is perfect because I made it to Ultra Ball, so we should be getting quite a few hourglasses just in time for that new set coming out in a few days. Alright, here we go. Ho-Oh Lugia. We're going to do random because, of course, that is all that we can do. Could be anything. Could be Master Ball players. Let's find out. We have a little... Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm not going to underestimate them. They could have a super meta Espeon deck. Alright, here we go. Going second, again, not the greatest. You do want to go first with this deck. They are psychic, so they might actually be that Espeon deck I was talking about. Definitely going to go Pichu. Again, preferably you'd want him to go first. It's an Espeon deck. Wow. How did I guess this person's deck before seeing anything? I guess that's just how this meta's going. They're going to go ahead and Pokeball, get their basics out. Let's see which basic they go for. Wait, what? Did they just draw like... Oh, I must have missed the professors. Another Eevee. Big Eevee fan. Another Eevee. Big Eevee fan. Alright, and that's it. Send it to me. I've never seen that many Eevees on the field. Right off the bat, Pokeball. We gotta get those basics at some point. We got the Lugia. Not the one I wanted, so we're gonna hold on to that for just a moment. Professors out here. Hopefully we get a Ho-Oh. Ooh. That is very bad. Now the good thing is that we can simply use Lugia to hold on to this for a while we go ahead and just throw an energy on as well. I don't know where we're going with this. This one can kill us, so we gotta go ahead and put a cape on it to prevent them from retreating out and taking down our poor little Pichu. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and Crackly Toss. Doesn't waste any energy, so of course we can reserve that for our Lugia here. Now we have 2 energies, which we can use Elemental Switch, which this card's pretty much made for Lugia. They're gonna Professors, get 2 more cards, but we can also use Dawn, and this at the same turn. That's pretty incredible, being able to move 2 different types of energy in one move. Alright, let's see what they do. Are they gonna go for the Bite? I guess they would need an X-Speed. Oh, there's the X-Speed. See, that's why I'm glad I put that Giant's Cape on that poor Pichu. They're definitely going to take a bite out of us for sure, though. Thankfully, there's no way they can take us out in one hit. Oh. They could also do that. There's the Espeon I was talking about. And they go for the Bite. Okay, they really did want to think about that one. Now it's on to us, and we really... Please, Professor. We need that Ho-Oh. Just like in the anime, man. First episode. Bring it to life. Alright, there's the Ho-Oh. Great stuff. It may already be too late, but here's the amazing thing. You ready? This is crazy to think about. We can attack right now. I know, right? 3 energy, there's no way. Watch this. Free retreat cost. That's why I love baby Pokemon. We're going to put 1 energy on. Elemental. switch, put energy on from this, and another elemental switch. Because why not? It's an item. We could actually, if we didn't use the professors there, we could have moved 4 energies in one turn. And just like that, we're set up. It looked like we were in the dark there for a moment. We are super solid now, and we can take quite a few hits here. We can at least set up our Lugia twice, and we're doing 80 every turn. That's not a small amount of damage. I wonder how they're going to react, because they didn't put that energy on Espeon, and I think that was a bit of a blunder. I think they could have gone without taking a bite out of our poor Pichu. Oh, they're going to get a lot of draw power from this. And we do not rock red card in this deck. No, we do not, so this could be scary if they have some pretty crazy options. Another Eevee! Okay, tons of Eevees going on. I wonder how they're going to pull themselves out of this, because look at this, guys. They had the lead with energy. Look at us now. I have 6 energy on the board in like 1 turn. That's ridiculous. Oh, there's the Guzma. Oh, no Pichu. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, that's what they're going to get rid of that. Well, Pichu did his job, and I'm very proud of him for that. Again, like, they got a lot of things going on. Oh, this is actually bad. That heals for 30, right? Oh, no, it does. They're going to hit for 80. But, we have something we can do here. Or maybe we can't. You know what? If they have a Cyrus in their hand, we lose. This is really bad. Okay. Well, I could... Oh, no, that wouldn't even... Oh, I hate to do this. I really hate to do this, but I'm going to have to leave. And I'm going to have to attack with everything I got. The good thing is all their energy's gone. So it's going to take them a few turns to set back up, which is totally fine with me, because we need to set up as well. But now we can shoot Elemental Blast out. 180 damage. Tons of damage. The only Pokemon that can survive it without items is Venusaur EX, which is kind of insane. And now we have the Espeon coming out. They do got the Psychic Healing, which is great, although thankfully they can't really use it all that well now. Alright, so this is where things get dicey. We're going to need a Giant's Cape, because the problem is we can't do anything to this because we had to set up, and we could attack with Ho-Oh next turn. But the problem with Ho-Oh is the fact that then they can attack for 80, and we're cooked. Alright, they're going to commit to the Espeon. And there's the Pokeball going out. Dang, guys, they really... Like, they got so much more cards than us. This is such a strong deck. It's really difficult to fight through. And we did not get the card we needed, which means I think we might be in trouble. Oh, and I just realized I can't switch out either. Oh no, this is horrible. Okay, you know what? I can switch out. I can Dawn and then put an energy, but that's not going to help us at all because they could just take us out next turn with our Ho-Oh. Alright, well, I'm going to do what I can for now. We're going to go ahead, send one energy on over, do this, and we're going to switch into Zeraora. I know it's kind of a weird move, but if they take out our Zeraora, we can still be in the game. And if I get a Giant's Cape on this Ho-Oh, I think we're set then. Because then, unless they have a red, we can survive a next hit from anything they've got. Oh, there's the Cyrus. Alright, well, GG, y'all. So as you guys can see, I mean, this deck is not exactly the greatest when it comes to being consistent. You know, you can have some difficult times. We are going second, which again, normally I'd like, but this time I do not like. I think that really kind of sucks, in fact. But I am going to go with the Pichu starting out and just kind of see where this goes. There's Skarmory. Okay. Okay, we got Skarmory EX. Cool stuff. They are weak to electric, which is pretty awesome considering that we have a few electric types on this. You know what's interesting? Why is Skarmory EX weak to fire, but normal is weak to lightning? That doesn't really make any sense, but we got our Ho-Oh. That's insanely good. Definitely what you want to see. We're also going to... Oh, I would love to shoot out like both Zeraoras, but I don't want to clog up this space. We need room for Lugia, but I do want to at least have one. Go ahead and do our professors here. That's got to be our Lugia, right? or our other Ho-Oh, which would be really unfortunate. 50-50. Lugia, let's go. Okay, this is a good setup. It would only be better if we were going first. Again, this is a deck that does want to go first. We're going to go ahead and put that on our Ho-Oh. Crackly toss. Give our Ho-Oh another energy, and just like that, next turn we can attack. This is awesome. And even better, we don't even got to use our energy. We can use a Dawn to just transfer that over, and then use our energy on something else. In fact, I might even go as far as to say that Zeraora might be useful in this game because of the weakness to lightning, doing 70 damage. Pretty good. And they're going to go ahead and Pokeball, send out another Skarmory, and another Skarmory EX. Okay, they got their whole setup out here. Definitely is pretty scary. They advise to not go for the Pichu. That's an interesting play. I don't know if I agree with that, because the problem is, my Pichu gets out scot-free, I go into Ho-Oh, I take out that Skarmory, and I pump up my Lugia. That is giving me a lot of advantage for just one move. But, you know what, to each their own. Goodbye, Skarmory, I knew ye well. Go ahead and take that out. Put all this on our Lugia. Now, I know their plan. They want to get the initiative on us, but here's the thing. I'm cool with letting Ho-Oh go down, because the problem is, all I want Ho-Oh to do is pump up my Lugia. If Lugia gets out, there's nothing he has in his deck that can stop us. Except for, oh, you know what I just realized? It may actually work with the Jasmine and the 20. Oh my god, that actually might be enough. Well, the unfortunate thing for my opponent is he used his Jasmine there. Should have used it against Lugia, because I'm not sending Lugia in just yet. Oh no. We're going to commit to this. I'm going to go ahead. Might as well use our Pokeball, thin out our deck to get our final Ho-Oh. Now it's good to know that I have that. And we're going to go again, because the problem is, oh well, it would be a 2-hit KO, but we're going to take that Rocky Helmet. That's fine. He still has to attack to commit, and I'm going to be able to clear everything out now with 2 moves, and that's all I need. That's all I need is just to hit 2 times, and we win this game. Let's go ahead and see what my opponent decides to do, because they're on thin ice. They don't realize that we're about to unleash the god of the seas here. Interesting, they don't... Wait, what? They don't pump up the other Skarmory. Why would they put 3 energy unless they plan on pulling him out? Alright, there's the Steel Apron. Putting it on the other Skarmory. Again, I don't know why they didn't put that energy on that. Now they're going to have to take 2 turns to set that up. Oh, they switch out. Okay, so that's why they put the extra energy on. Again, totally fine with this, because now their defeat is pretty much sealed in stone. The reason why? Is because of this. Once I attack with this, I'm going to go ahead, take out their other Skarmory, and now my Lugia can attack 3 times, back to back. And I do know they have another Jasmine, but yeah, I was going to say, that's just not going to be enough. Dang, I want to get Lugia out here, but either people surrender or I can't get them online in time. Alright, next opponent. I'm hoping it's not an Espeon. If I see a Psychic, I may just concede immediately. I have been fighting so many Espeon decks today. I cannot take it, man. And here we go. Going second. Again, not the greatest. Grass. I can deal with grass. Okay. I don't know if I can deal with this starting hand, though. Oh, I see. They got the Meowscarada. Gonna go ahead and Pokeball it up. I wonder if they're gonna rock the Decidueye setup. Because typically Meowscarada is also run with something else alongside it. Maybe not, though. Maybe this is just a... Oh, Execute. Executor, a classic. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is not the turn I wanted to have. At least next turn, Zeraora can attack for free, which is pretty interesting. Doing 50 damage is definitely not small. But we all know that they're trying to get their cards in their hand. And they just got one of them, probably. So this is definitely looking pretty scary. Wow, what a brick. Where are all my Pokemon? We're going to go ahead and put that on Lugia, I guess. Oh gosh, guys, this is really bad. And we're going to go ahead and Lightning Claw. Try to get some damage on this before it evolves. There we go. Let's see what they're going to pull out next. Alright, Professor's going out. Oh, guys, look at this draw power. This is insane. They are in such a huge advantage over us, and I'm not digging it. Rare candy, there it is. Okay, the good news is that we're not an EX. So I don't know how I feel about this move they're doing. I mean, that Meowscarada is going to take a lot of damage. Oh, you know what, though? They have Erica and probably a Lily too. I just realized how insanely nuts that is in this deck. 2 massive healing items. Wow. Alright, we got a Pokeball. Maybe that's Ho-Oh? Maybe? There's Ho-Oh. Okay, sweet. This game's not over yet, but I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not looking good. This is gonna be doing 130? That's a lot of damage, man. Like, that's a ridiculous amount of damage. And, the good news is that our Ho-Oh can attack, I think. Let me do this right. Switching out. Alright. We can go ahead, use one of these. Go ahead and take it from Zeraora, since they're probably going to go out if they end up getting Cyrused. And we're going to use another Elemental. Or you know what? I'm going to Dawn. I can't Dawn. Never mind. Forget what I said. We're going to go ahead, Elemental Switch. Do that. And there we go. 3 energy. Now, yeah, I'm going to do it on Ho-Oh. I want to keep Ho-Oh alive as much as I can. Not like it's going to really matter. And here we go. Phoenix Turbo. It is weak to fire. That is really good. I didn't even realize that. Alright. On to them. They're going to be doing 130. The problem is, if they stay in, then they're going to be taken out with all that energy they've invested. So I wonder if they're going to switch out. And if they do, that's going to be unfortunate, because again, we don't rock a Cyrus in this deck, and I'm really, again, wishing I would have. Oh, they're committing. They're going to completely sacrifice their Meowscarada. Interesting choice. We got another Ho-Oh, just in case we need to, like, double up on that. Which could be an option. You know, they don't have a single point on us yet, so we could do that eventually. But for now, I'm committing to it. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, that's one of their major threats gone. And now, next turn, if they don't take out our Ho-Oh, we switch in with Lugia, and we go on a rampage and just take everything out. Now that we have that 1 point, and enough to do 2 attacks, that's all we need to do. 2 attacks on anything will pretty much annihilate anything. But who knows, maybe they got something up their sleeve. I'm expecting the Executor, because even if they don't flip a heads, they'll still get a KO here. Wait, do they... Oh my god. They don't have it. They don't have it. Oh no. Well, that's GG then. Good on my opponent. Please let me attack, man. Just let me attack once. Alright, here we go. Doing this. Put a second energy on this Ho-Oh in case we need to for some reason. And Elemental Blast. Boom, man. Ooh, just seeing 180. This move is awesome when you can pull it off. And like I said, nothing in their deck can survive getting hit with this. Unless... Oh god. I just realized they could technically survive it if they have a Leaf Cape on an Executor. Don't know why they're doing that. Wait, no Executor? What? I don't... Why did they do that? How do they not have Executor yet? I am so confused, y'all, and I don't think they realize I can just do this and then go back into Lugia. Alright, y'all, GG. Wow, this was a strange game, but congrats on my opponent for putting in a good fight. This was a very difficult deck to pilot, so I do recommend to tread softly with this deck and just go in having fun. But that's pretty much it. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Links will be in the description. Let me know what deck you want to see next, and I'm so excited for the new set coming out. Expect videos on that when it comes out, and until next time, thanks for watching, and farewell.